Well, hello there everybody and welcome back to another Galaxy of Heroes video. Now we are back talking about Lightspeed Bundles. That's right, you guys have not seen enough content on Lightspeed Bundles, and you know what, quite frankly, we haven't had enough Lightspeed Bundles. That may not be true, actually. We may have too many Lightspeed Bundles. That's a topic for a different video. Today, we're going to be going through and re-ranking every single Lightspeed Bundle that has appeared in Galaxy of Heroes. Now, if I'm missing one, my bad. I've done my best to save every single Lightspeed Bundle, a picture of it. If I missed one or two, that is an accident. I know all of them that exist. I might have just missed one. So, I did my best though. So we'll go through, rank them S to F. The little disclaimer though, every single one of these bundles is good in-game value. Just because they're good in-game value does not mean you have to purchase them. It's a video game. It's a pay-to-play game. If you buy it, you get progress. If you can't afford it, or if you don't want to, you don't have to. These are just, you know, it's fun. So we'll be ranking these based off of characters you get, the price, release, that kind of stuff, all that kind of stuff. We'll be ranking all of that stuff together in this video. And before we get started, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with more content just like this, because we're going crazy this month with content. Non-stop. This train is not stopping at no Christmas station this year. We gotta keep cranking out content. Anyways, thank you for bearing with me, and let's get started, shall we? So, we'll just go top down the row, I guess. We're starting with the cat bundle. Now, I will definitely move a lot of these bundles around as we are going through this video, but the cat bundle, it's like okay. See, the thing is for me is that to get the cat bundle, to make it really, really good, you have to have good mods, you have to have the abilities and the resources available to you to be able to upgrade the character. And then once you upgrade the character, you have to have the good team for the character to go on for it to work. And most of the time, that's Jedi Master Kenobi or Galactic Republic. Now, I know you can fit them with like Scoundrel stuff, but you don't really see her there very often, but you can do that. It's definitely a way people use her. It's one of these new ones. It's $40 for Relic 5. Now, if you're just starting your cat journey and you really want to go for Jedi Master Kenobi, which I have done roster reviews of people that have said, my first Galactic Legend is going to be Jedi Master Kenobi, and they don't have Cat or Watt. I'm like, well, maybe wait. If you're one of those people, this will be really great for you. If you're like halfway through Cat, honestly, just save yourself the $40. In-game wise, this is absolutely worth the price, but I'd rather just wait. Personally, I would rather just wait to get this. I feel like there's better ones I could spend my money on. Now, I've contributed, or not really contributed, but I've promised that I will purchase every single Lightspeed Bundle that I don't have the characters for yet. And I took her to Relic 6 the day that this was announced. From Relic 1 to Relic 6, I took her there the day this was announced. So that felt bad. But you know what? It's going to happen to you eventually. Just everything's a Lightspeed Bundle now, so you just got to get used to it, right? So, Cat, it's not bad. I definitely can see an argument for it being in low B tier. I'm just not a huge fan. Another one is the Afra Bundle. Now, the Afra Bundle, it's fine, but it's just not one of the more necessary ones. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that. Lightspeed Bundles are it's a catch-up mechanic for new to mid-game players to get them into the end game, so CG can start selling them new content and they can start spending money on marquees. It's basically rushing people to the end of the game faster so you have a better chance of spending money. Because you're already spending this much money to get there, why don't you keep spending money on the new stuff? That's exactly what it is. And Afra is just one of those things that no one really goes for, so they thought it would be a good idea for Lightspeed Bundle. But the reason people don't really go for it is because she doesn't do anything that no other squad in the game does. And this is $50. Now, I understand why. Again, this is on par with Starkiller. I completely understand the price point. But, like, realistically, Starkiller can do a lot better things, in my opinion, than you can with Afra. Afra is a lot more niche. This is often a passion project farm, which is not bad. It's just not as good as some of the other bundles on this list. And if it was cheaper than $50, I would put it in B tier. It's just That's way more niche and not necessarily needed, although it's the same tier as Starkiller, and Starkiller is just more important basically in every way. So not bad, but not the best. Next up, BAM, the most underrated Lightspeed bundle to ever be released. The BAM bundle is amazing. The BAM bundle gets you relic, endgame relic bounty hunters, which is really, really good. You get the BAM, obviously, character, which is really, really important, especially for the executor, because you need a relic BAM for your executor to really be anything worthwhile. At least a gear 3, or relic 3, sorry. At least a relic 3 BAM for anything to really get done when you start to get competitive. That's really what you need. This gets you there, gets you endgame bounty hunters, gets you really important scoundrel characters that go with your Dash Rendar team that you build up if you buy more and more Lightspeed bundles. You eventually will get a full Dash Rendar team just by buying Lightspeed bundles. And they get you characters for that. And Cara Dune can be floating around in a few different places. You can put her in Rebel Fighters. You can put her in... I've seen her in some weird lineups, actually. You can... Well, what's the other tag? Rebels. There's Rebel Live. There's one other... Okay, well, she can go somewhere else. She can go at least 2 different places. But I remember Rebel Fighters. Basically, every character in there is a character that's good, but you wouldn't be justified in relicking them during the BAM event, but you want to relic them for teams later. And this does that for you while also speeding up the BAM event, which can be frustrating. I remember when I did it, I was really annoyed by it. Even though it's not the most difficult event, to do it at the lowest gear possible, it's really annoying. So this is like the best example of what a ideal Lightspeed bundle would be. If I could choose the structure of any Lightspeed bundle, it would be this: Relic 5, really cheap, gets you everything you need to do through the event, and gets you to an end game competitive level for those characters. That's what this bundle does. It's amazing. Next up, we have the BB-8 bundle. The BB-8 bundle was the first SLKR bundle. The SLK bundle is also on here, so I'm going to go a little bit out of order. The SLKR bundle is better than the BB-8 bundle because it's the same thing, except it has, I think, just Han in it. It's the same exact bundle, except they added Han, I'm pretty sure. So maybe they added something else in it, but I know the SLKR bundle is better than the BB-8 bundle. But they give you SLKR, most of the requirements done at like $10, was it, I think? That's pretty good. You got to farm the finalizer, but there's the finalizer bundle. And while we're talking about that, I'm actually going to put the finalizer bundle above the BB-8 bundle because the finalizer bundle really speeds up this process. And nowadays, you don't really need the BB-8 bundle. If the BB-8 bundle was to come back and you had the choice between the BB-8 bundle and the SLKR bundle, the BB-8 bundle would be F tier. You would not buy it because the SLKR bundle is better in every way. But they give you the same function where they both give you SLKR. The finalizer bundle is the complement to this, but the SLKR bundle just does it better than the BB-8 bundle. So the SLKR bundle is top of the list, and finalizer right there with it. You can put them either order, and I mean these three basically get you SLKR. It's just which ones do you choose, and this is probably the order. You could even put finalizer above it. The ship ones are really, really good. So that's kind of where I'm going to let this sit for now. I might move this around, but that's where we're sitting right now. Next up is C3PO. Now, C3PO is kind of the same deal as Afra, but not really. Where it's like a journey. Actually, it's more comparable to the BAM. It's like a journey for characters you don't want to upgrade to get a character that's really, really good. But correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure this was like $15 to $20. I really don't think this should have been anything more than 10. And maybe it was, I don't think it was 10. Maybe it was 25. I don't remember. Somewhere between the 10 and 25 range. This does not feel like that. Relic Ewoks are really not amazing unless you take them all the way. They're the similar kind of thing to Trench, where like they're not good unless you invest everything you have into that team, and then they become competitive in a minor way, and you can get a hold or two. Now, I know there's people out there like Gerbil, which Gerbil's a great guy, but most people are not going to go out of their way to put R8s on Ewoks, put all of the Zetas, Omicrons, mods, best mods on this team. You're not going to do that. You don't really need BB-8, or not BB-8, C3PO relic like journey requirements at really any stage in the game. It's just kind of a nice to have. But it does give you a really important journey early on, so I think I'm going to put it at like the top of C tier, maybe bottom of B tier. C3PO bundles kind of hit or miss for me, depending on what I need Ewoks for, really. I'm really grateful that I got to skip relicking the Ewoks. It's really just a time save. But when you look at the rest of these bundles, I don't know if it stacks up in the long run. Next up, we got the Chewbacca bundle, and I believe this gives you the majority of the basic bounty hunters plus like 1 or 2 others, which is really, really good. Getting some bounty hunters early on in your account is really helpful for pushing forwards Executor. Obviously, you get Chewbacca here. You get some. This combined with the BAM bundle, you get a lot of like end game viable bounty hunter team characters. And then again, you start mixing other Lightspeed bundles into the mix outside of these 2 that we mentioned. I mean, you have more than enough for a full bounty hunter team after you combine everything that's ever been released in a Lightspeed bundle. So Chewbacca is really, really great. I don't know if I don't really know if I can give it a high A tier, but I think like a solid A gets you a good start into the bounty hunter faction. I think that's got. I gotta leave it there for now. Next up is Darth Revan. Now, Darth Revan is interesting because you don't really need any of the characters. You don't need any of the characters in this bundle relic except Bastila. So, I guess unless you're doing requirements for something else and you need HK, which Leviathan's the only scenario you should relic HK. Outside of that, you don't really need a lot of these characters relics. Juhani for Territory Wars is nice, but unless your guild is requiring it for you, you don't need it. Again, Bastil is really nice. HK you can skip until Leviathan. Karth you should have already done from the other Lightspeed bundle, the Radis one, I believe. And what's the last one? There's one more. Canderous. Canderous is nice on a mall team, but you're not really going to use it with much Old Republic stuff very often anyways, and at least in a PvP setting. So $10, I mean, I can't complain. I don't really feel like I need the characters at relic levels, but it does what a Lightspeed bundle is supposed to do. It skips you past a lot of the early game farming for this Galactic Legend, but Galactic Journey, and just kind of gets you the character. You got a few extra relics to get you on your way in a few other areas. Not bad. Good price. I'm happy with the price. I think that I would rather spend the extra money to get the BAM bundle over the Revan bundle, but it's still a good bundle. The Smuggler bundle. Now, this bundle, if I remember correctly, is Kira, Dash, and the ship, obviously. But wasn't there like Vandor Chewie in there or something like that? I believe. I'm going to pull it up right now so we can make sure we get this right, because this just came out the other day. So it's going to be right over here. Hold on, I forgot. It's when SWGoH events. I'm trying to pull it up here. All right. You go into SWGoH events, you can see a lot of like game assets and that kind of stuff. I'm trying to find general data mine. It should be in here. Yeah, okay. Let's take a look. Where is the bundle? I know you get the ship in it. That's Revan. Am I Smuggler's Lightspeed bundle. Okay, that's the ship. Where is it? Hello? Okay, there we go. Enfys Nest, Vandor, Chewie, Kira, Dash, Rendar. It was Enfys Nest was the last one I was missing. Sorry about that. So Enfys Nest is nice to have. She like makes teams more annoying as like a plug and play thing, but you don't really at end game and mid game she kind of like falls off because you can find ways around her. Vandor Chewie's nice to have, not needed but nice. Dash you get in another Lightspeed bundle with the Starkiller bundle, which is a better bundle than this. And Kira, this is the first time you also get Kira in a Lightspeed bundle. She doesn't really have that many uses in the game. Very, very niche uses, but I mean, it's nice to have, I guess. The ship is nice. Having the ship is really good, but overall, the highlights of this is Vandor Chewie Relic is nice. Enfys Nest is nice. And if you don't have Dash, that's the highlight, but most people have a Relic Dash because of the early Lightspeed bundle, and the ship is good. So overall, it's fine. I probably put it like, probably right there. Yeah, probably right there is a good spot for it. Next up, now we have these two. Now these might be confusing to you, but it was leaked a while ago that we will be getting, or have gotten, Lightspeed bundles for the Peridia Patrol. And I don't know if there's a third one, but I only found two icons for them. I don't even know if these are the proper icons, but it was leaked that we were going to get Lightspeed bundles or Lightspeed rushes. I'm not sure if they changed the name of it or not, but the big thing I saw going around was Lightspeed bundles for these two. Now, I will tell you that I would much rather have bought the $65 bundle to get them the Relic 1 than the $80 I spent on each of them just to get them to 6 stars, and then free-to-play farm them to 7 stars, and then all the relics I spent into it. I would much rather have spent the $65. But in the terms, when you're comparing Lightspeed bundles, these are obviously the worst because it gets you one character, and these are the most expensive Lightspeed bundles. Objectively, price point wise, and what you get out of it, it's the worst. No doubt about it. In-game economy wise, this is a good deal because you get it faster at a higher rate, and it saves you a lot of headache. But it kind of also spits in the face of players like me who did whale on these characters, and then now there's just a Lightspeed bundle for them. So did this? I don't even know if this actually came out yet. Maybe they didn't release this. Maybe they changed this into something else. I'm not sure. But I know that the big thing was Lightspeed bundles for these guys. And I will tell you, those $65 bundles for these two individually were not worth it. Next up, we got the gas bundle. Gas bundle, I've really changed my tune on the gas bundle. I mean, I've always liked it, but it's really top tier. It's really top tier. The gas bundle, the thing is with it, is that it gets you Negotiator. Negotiator, 7 stars straight out the box, is insane. Insane. Gets you started on gas, which is a huge passion project for a lot of people, and I can tell you that because it was my #1 passion project for the entire time I've been playing this game until this bundle came out. Now, gas is an expensive journey, but we can go into all those details later. This gives you a reason to relic a lot of good Galactic Republic characters, and again, these ship bundles are just so good. You can't pass up on these ship bundles. They save you so much time, especially when you're doing Galactic Legend progress or you're really trying to enhance your GAC defense, especially the Negotiator. Negotiator is a great defensive ship. So really, the gas bundle is amazing. It gets you started on the Galactic Republic faction in general. It gets you on your way to gas, which a lot of people want, just as a passion project. And it gets you Negotiator 7 stars. Insane. Next up, we got the Geo bundle. I'm a little more generous to the Geo bundle than I think most people are. The thing is with the Geo bundle is Geos in general. Geos are really, really easy to beat if you have the right 2 or 3 counters. If you don't have those 2 or 3 counters, then they will hold, and it's going to be the most frustrating loss that you've ever played. And I can tell you this because this has happened to me before, where I accidentally threw my Vader and I didn't have any other counter for it because it was at their back wall. I spent my Vader, I lost it, and I didn't have anything to clean it up for it. It's happened multiple times. If you do not have the right counter to Geos, you will end up not being able to clear it. It's annoying. That being said, this is not a difficult team to beat. And especially now that you're getting Wat Tambor in a Lightspeed bundle, you don't need Geos nearly as much to get into high-end guilds. Really, people are starting to push into Rote more and more and more. Everyone's just kind of abandoning the other territory battle modes. Obviously, people are still playing it, especially early game, but most people are just trying to rush to Rote as soon as possible, trying to get those Reva shards. So the Geos are nice at relic levels. It really does enhance the team, and as opposed to leaving it at gear 12, taking them to relic levels does really give them a lot of leeway, especially Geo Brute Alpha. It really helps a lot. Poggle the Lesser is also a really underrated character in this game. I keep talking about I've talked about this for literally a year, making a video about the top 10 most underrated characters in the game. Poggle the Lesser is top 3 most underrated characters in this game because the basic on the ability block on this team is so frustrating. You can get around it, absolutely, but it's so frustrating. The same thing with Dooku. Dooku has a basic on his ability block on his basic and a stun. So annoying. He'd be #1 on that video. So annoying. Characters like that really make it hard, especially when the entire team is constantly assisting each other and it has mass swarms and all that stuff. Trying to make sure you don't mess up your turns with Vader, really frustrating. Now again, if you have the right counter, super easy team to beat. Relics are not going to really matter if you have the right counter. It just makes it slightly more annoying. So at the price point that you got, I think it's fine. I'd rather have Afra as a team if that makes sense. I'd rather have the team of Afro than the team of Geos, but the Geos are a better bundle purely because of the price. But I don't think I'd put it above the C3PO bundle because you need C3PO and you don't need Geo's Relic. You don't need Afro at all in this game. So I think I'm going to put it in between those two. Yeah. Next up, we got the Hans. I mean, the Hans it's fine. You get every Han Solo in the game at Relic 6. I think it was Relic 6. Let's double check. I have the game. Was it Relic 6? Is my Han Solo Relic 6? Here, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to search Han. Let's see. Yeah, every Han Solo at Relic 6. If you don't get the SLKR bundle, really nice for Vet Han. Cholo is just a nice character having your roster anyways, especially for like the Jedi Knight Luke journey. That's pretty nice. Young Han and Stormtrooper Han you don't really do anything with. Han Solo is Han Solo, right? Obviously, everyone wants Han Solo. So, I think this bundle is just a way, it's just a cash grab. It's really just a cash grab, but it gives you, the fact it gets you the Han Solo at Relic 6 is really not bad. But you could skip on this bundle and not miss anything. I'm between D tier and E tier. I might put it in E tier just to fill out the E tier for now, but it's not a bad bundle. You just don't need it. Like, there's nothing in there you need. Stormtrooper Han's nice for like a Star Wars team, I guess, but no one really runs that anymore. So, I don't know. Really, the only benefit here is you're getting a Relic 6 Han Solo. So, it's fine, I guess. There's other ways of getting Han Solo. So, next up we got the Wampa, or not Wampa bundle, the Hoth bundle. But that slip up right there really tells you what I think about this. This is just the Wampa bundle. Cholo and Rolo really, well, the whole thing just helps you get to Jedi Knight Luke. It really just helps you get Jedi Knight Luke. Wampa is what you use in PvP modes. Rolo had her shining light for like a month and then CG killed that, I'm pretty sure. But overall, this bundle, you don't need it, but getting a Relic Wampa is literally like so good in a Lightspeed bundle. I believe it was also Relic 3 or Relic 5 too. Getting a usable Wampa out the box, well, you need the Omicron, but you put the Wampa Omicron on and you have a usable Wampa out the box. That's insane. Wampa is the solo character in this game. The solo character in Grand Arena. So I really want to put it like in B tier, but I really can't force myself to, just because I feel like, especially Probe Droid, don't really have a lot of PvP use. And I think most people care about PvP use. Whether that's in Territory Wars or Grand Arena, that's your choice. And you don't use any of this in Conquest or anything like that. So, I think I'm gonna put it above it. Yeah, Wampa really hard carries this. If it wasn't for Wampa, I'd put this in probably E tier, but Wampa really hard carries this. Next up, we got Jabba. I'm not gonna waste any time with that. This is an S tier bundle. I don't know why they did a Jabba bundle so early, Hut Cartel early, before Sith Eternal 2, which we'll get to Sith Eternal, but they did a Hut Cartel bundle super early on into Lightspeed bundles, all things considered. So this is insane. Relic 5, Hut Cartel, it gets you so much. It gets you so far along into the journey, especially if you take a look here. I've not really done much, but if you buy the Han Solo bundle, you're pretty close to the Relic 8 Han Solo. Greedo, you just need one Relic level. Jedi Knight Luke, you need a Relic 7 anyways. C3PO, I think Relic 7 you need anyways, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's Relic 5, I'm not quite sure off the top of my head for Jedi Master Luke. But Orison and Fennec Shan, 1 and 2 more Relic levels. You want these guys anyways. These are endgame bounty hunter characters, so I mean, almost all of this is pretty easy. Like, Relic 8 Han Solo, sure, it's expensive. Greedo, I mean, I would have liked the Relic 6 on that, but the rest of this is fine. Like, they've did all the hard work for you to get one of the best Galactic Legends in the game. So, I really can't be mad at the Jabba bundle. Next up, we got the Jawa bundle. Now, Jawas have been, after I got Gas, Jawas were my new passion project that I really wanted to get, because I just thought it'd be funny. Like, the Jawas are just kind of funny. Like, they're not good necessarily, because it's the same thing as Geos. Like, they're not good. You can easily get around them if you have the counters, but if you take the wrong thing against it, they'll wipe you. And it's so annoying when they do that, because you know they're a bad team. So you messed up when you lose against these. So they're fun. It was a pretty cheap bundle. I can't be mad at this. This is just harmless, but in the grand scheme of the game, you're not really going to ever need this. It's fun though. It's like it's a fun bundle. You just never need it. So I'll put it in E tier, but my heart wants to put it at like top of D tier, at bottom of the C tier. You don't need it, but it's fun. I believe there's a Jawa needed for is it Jabba or is it Lord Vader or something like that? You need a Jawa for Lord or Jabba. You need a Jawa for Jabba. You need the Tusken for Lord Vader. That's what it was. But we'll get to the Tuskens in a bit. So I mean, the Jawa really does help in that capacity. Again, you need the Jawa for something, but I wouldn't take it over a few other things. Jedi Knight Revan, this bundle, I would say is definitely better than the Darth Revan bundle, just purely because of Jolee and Bastila. But I don't know if I can put it A tier, but it's so cheap that I want to. If it was $15, I would put this in B tier, but the fact it's 10 is so good. Jedi Knight Revan's a really great character endgame. Between the two Revans, Darth Revan is really good early game, and Jedi Knight Revan is really great end game. Now, obviously, they're both good characters throughout the entire game, but that's where they have the most utility. Jedi Knight Revan, getting him done is important for your roster, but also the thing that this bundle has over the Darth Revan bundle is there's two characters in here you want relicked, as opposed to the one you kind of want. Well, okay, there's two in here you want, as opposed to the one you need in the Darth Revan bundle. So it kind of depends on what you need. Bastila in the Darth Revan bundle, but Jolee and Bastila in the Jedi Revan bundle. So purely because there's two good characters in this one, I'll put it A tier, and it's just so cheap. But you don't need Zalbar or Mission or I think, is it Karth or T3? I don't even know or care. I think it's T3, but you don't need that. Especially if you have the other bundles, like half of those are already done too. So it's nice. Get Jolee and Bastila. I will be buying it. If Jolee and Bastila were not in this bundle, or at least if they were Gear 12 or something, I wouldn't buy it. So at $10, it's kind of harmless. The Jedi Allies bundle sucks. I want to put this in F tier, but I feel like I can't, purely because of Datacrons. And I don't know if I should do that or not, if I should rank it higher because of Datacrons, but I think I'm going to. The Plo and Eth Kothrons are just so good. They're just so good. I got 12 holds today in GAC. Here, let's pull it up. My screen's a little zoomed in because I'm trying to like crop out a bunch of the ads, but my Qui-Gon here, I put the Plo-Cron with it. You can't see it at all because it's off screen. 18 holds. Last time I looked, it was 12. Now you can't see it. Hold on, let me just move. 18 holds. 18 holds. Oh my god. Yeah. So that's partially just the power of putting Qui-Gon on defense, but also the Plo-Cron is just, those guys are crazy. So it has utility with the raid. They made Datacrons to make this team this Lightspeed Bundle worth buying for PvP's sake. You get Qui-Gon in it, which is good. Luminara is not bad. You kind of want Plo Koon anyways, especially because he's an Ahsoka requirement now. Whether you like Ahsoka or not, you need him at some point in the game for his ship. So I can't say you actually do need this bundle eventually. So I'll put it above the Jawas, but it hurts. It hurts to do that because I want the Jawas more. The Jawas are just getting ripped to shreds here because you just don't need them at all except for requirements. But they're just so much fun. I don't know. We might have to move the Jawas around, all right? Jedi Master Luke. Now, Jedi Master Luke, I'm going to do something a little controversial here, and I'm going to put him in A tier. This bundle is good, but the issue does not lie in the bundle. It lies with Jedi Master Luke. Jedi Master Luke's journey is just half legendary characters. Old Ben, good. You get that in a few Lightspeed bundles. Jedi Training Rey, you got to do that for Rey. 3PO, that's a journey. Jedi Knight Luke, journey. R2, journey. Han Solo, journey, but you can get it in a Lightspeed bundle. Chewbacca, that's a journey. Hermit Yoda, that's a journey, but you can get it in a Lightspeed bundle. So, like, stuff like that, half of its requirements are just that kind of stuff. So it's frustrating, but also it takes out a lot of like the easy and dumb requirements you don't want to do. It gives you the ship too. Chupio is really nice to have for a CLS team. I was really afraid they weren't going to do it, but I'm really glad they did. And it was a decent price. But again, the issue is that you still have to do a lot more groundwork in comparison to some of the other Lightspeed bundles, just because half of his requirements are journeys. Not the Lightspeed bundle's fault. That's just how Jedi Master Luke is. So, I mean, Lightspeed bundles in general will help you get there a lot sooner than you would have otherwise. But it really helps you get this Galactic Legend, which is a good Galactic Legend. But you have a lot more groundwork to do after the Lightspeed bundle. So, Jedi Training Ray, I don't even remember how the Ray bundles were split up, which now that I'm saying that, I think I'm missing a Ray bundle. But yeah, I'm missing the Galactic Legend Ray bundle. So it's S tier. I don't remember what the JTR bundle gives you specifically, but the final, or the Radis, the JTR, and the Ray bundle all combined is S tier because it just gets you Ray really, really cheap. Obviously, you have to do a little bit of groundwork with the Radis, but I'm gonna put them all S tier. I'm struggling. Yeah, I'll put the Radis above Jabba. It just saves you so much time. But Jabba saves you so much time too because it's such a good. Okay, I'm gonna put BB-8 at the end of the S tier because it's the same thing as SLKR, but it's like it gets you Galactic Legend Kylo for $10, so it's like really good. But what I'm struggling with right now is. I think Jabba's too good to pass up. Jabba's too good. I'm gonna put him there. I think this is why we'll sit it for now. Again, the Galactic Legend Ray one would be also in here. Next up, we have Ki-80 Money. I am a fan of this one. I know a lot of people are not, but I am. I probably would put Ki-80 Money like there. Ki-80 Money is so good. He's so good. No one is getting him at all. No one's playing light side territory battles. So he's like the biggest nice to have in this game. If you don't have him, you can still do great without him. But having him makes your team so good. He does great in the raid. He does great on a Qui-Gon team. He does great in a Padme team. Like, he's just a really good character. Sure, it's a little expensive, but it would take you years to farm this guy if you don't play Lightside Geo, which no one plays Lightside Geo. So I'm a fan. I am a fan of this bundle. I think it's good. Night Sisters, I'm gonna put this in B tier. The Night Sisters are really solid, especially with Great Mothers too. I mean, you can get some really great utility out of these guys, or girls, I should say. Solid team all around. Decent price. Again, you do need to do a little bit more groundwork after this, which is why I can't put it any higher. You have to get Zetas, mods, all that kind of stuff, ability upgrades. Marin as well to make it PvP competitive, especially endgame, which is a Chirotech character, but this does a lot of groundwork for you. It's a Lightspeed bundle, so all of Lightspeed bundles are going to be, worth it to some degree, but I really struggle to put this any higher. I think it's solid, but there's better. The Padme bundle is interesting because a lot of people love it, a lot of people hate it. I liked it when it came out, but I mean, you don't really need this bundle because you can kind of combine like the Geo bundle and the Gas bundle and get a lot of the same things out of it that you would have gotten from the Padme bundle. The Padme bundle just kind of bundles the Separatists, whereas if you don't have the Padme bundle, it's a little more difficult. I like the fact that they bundled the Separatists to make it easier for people to get, but at the same time, I would rather get Afra. But getting a General Grievous team is really nice. Getting Geos in the same bundle is very nice. It's not bad, but I just can't in good conscience say it's anything higher than this right now. Anyways, I feel a little weird having the Afra bundle so low, but it's just like the price. That's really what it is. I understand why it's that, but I can't move the Afra bundle higher. Next up, we have the Princesses bundle. Yeah, this is not good. It's just Nisa. You're paying for Nisa. Nobody really cares about Leia, especially Leia comes in like 2 or 3 different Lightspeed bundles at this point. She comes in like Jedi Master Luke and what's the other one? The Shadows of the Empire bundle, I think, something like that. Like you have Leia. You don't need Leia. You're really just paying for Nisa. And Nisa is, while it's good, it's like this is a good Galactic Legend Leia skip. To just get a marquee one out of the way, but you don't need it for anything other than that, really. Again, it really depends on if you're gerbil or if you're not gerbil with your Ewoks. Because if you are the gerbil with your Ewoks, then those bundles are higher. If you're sane, I'm sorry, gerbil, I love you. I'm just kidding. But if you're sane, these are lower. So I really don't care too much about this. I'm gonna get it because I've committed to buying every Lightspeed Bundle, but this isn't one I'm enthusiastic about at all. Let's just say that. Now, R2D2, my friend, you give us Imperial Remnants, and Imperial Remnants are so good right now. With Enoch as well, with Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, you get a lot of fun Imperial Remnant characters. I will move my camera over again. Here we go. A lot of fun Imperial Remnant characters. Getting TIE Fighter Pilot, Death Trooper. I'm pretty sure you get Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, separate characters, not Dark Trooper Moff Gideon, but Dark Trooper and Moff Gideon. I'm pretty sure it's these four right here. I wish it included Stormtrooper and or Scout Trooper. That would have made this like the best bundle ever, but unfortunately it doesn't. But this is still really good. Getting it like Moff Gideon, Dark Trooper in the same bundle, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now, again, there could have been more. You could have put more in this bundle. So I'm not going to put this insanely high. You don't really need Imperial Remnants for anything other than if you're going to get the Enoch squad, then Enoch has, Ahsoka requirement, and you have the event, right? But Dark Trooper and Moff Gideon, you don't need for anything. It's just good for like TW defense, I'm pretty sure. So you don't need it, but it's nice to have. It's fun. It's good. R2, my goat, bro. Appreciate you. Now, next up, we have the Sith Eternal bundles. We have the Sith Eternal Empire bundle, which is fine. It's fine. I need to get the elephant out of the room. These cannot be S tier bundles because they have split them for no reason, and they are $25 each. Guys, reminder, we got a SWGoH bundle at the beginning of this for $10. We're never getting that again, but reminder that that's what we've lost, right? We've fallen so far from that. So these bundles objectively cannot be S tier, but we can try and put them somewhere reasonable. I'm actually going to do the Sith bundle easier because it's better. The Sith bundle goes like here. Getting these Relic 7 Sith is really, really good. You get Darth Maul, Sidious, Vader, Sith Marauder, and one more Sith dude. What's the other Sith character you were missing? You get all of those guys in this bundle, and God, it really does make life a lot easier. Sidious, Maul, Marauder, Dooku. I think Dooku was the other one. It makes your life easier. You don't need it. It's just nice. The real, it would be higher if it was combined. If this was combined, I probably would put it above JTR. I'd put it right there. But because it's not, I can't really justify anything further than that. And the Empire bundle is just worse. It's a lower relic level. You get less useful characters. Like Royal Guard's good, and you get Piet in there if you don't have Piet, which is good. But you don't need this bundle if you're already farming all this kind of stuff. I'm gonna buy it just to save me the time of actually farming Sith Eternal, because I just don't want to farm Sith Eternal. But if you're close to this, to me, you might need to save the money, and you can skip the Empire one if you're gonna skip one of the two. I'm gonna put the Empire bundle I don't know. It's fine. It's just not exciting or not good in comparison to everything else here. So I think we're gonna stick with this for now, and we might move it around later. Shadows of the Empire bundle is good. I like it. It gets you Thrawn and Palpatine. Sorry for hitting the mic. It gets you Thrawn and Palpatine, which is one of the only bundles that gets you two things. It's like the SLKR and BB-8 bundle, kind of. It gets you two things. There's only a handful of things like that in here that gets you multiple journeys, and it's one of those, which is really, really nice. But it really, I feel like it's kind of faded because a lot of the characters that are in there came in the Jedi Master Luke bundle again, just at a slightly higher relic level. The only thing that's really a huge benefit in here is the Phoenix and the ships, which is good. So I'm kind of debating if it's top of B tier or if it's bottom of B tier, because getting the Phoenix done minus Crex is really, really nice. And it really helps, like, I don't know, getting all of those requirements is really nice too, but I'm kind of thinking about doing something like this. I don't know. I might do that. I think we might move that around to do that, because I think the Shadows of the Empire bundle is good. It's just, but would I rather it that? No, I'd rather have it than Jolie and Bastila. I'd rather have a Phoenix team than Jolie and Bastila. Would I rather have them than Sith Eternal? I don't know. It's probably in the same tier. It's probably the same tier as Imperial Remnants, and I'd say Bounty Hunters and Beyond is better. Okay, so kind of like R2, Sith Eternal, and Shadows of the Empire are kind of on the same tier there. Because those guys are all kind of like, those are like B+, I guess. I don't know. Next up, we got the Starkiller bundle. I do love the Starkiller bundle. I really do. It's an expensive journey, and it gets you a really good character. Yeah, it gets you a really good character. The only downside is it's expensive, but obviously it makes sense with the Chirotech investment into this. But you do have to do a little bit of outside investment into this team as well, which is why it's not S tier. That and the price. But I mean, Starkiller is just such a fun and such a good team. You gotta have fun with it, right? So I think that's what I'll do with it. I think I'm gonna put it near the top of A tier, but BAM just edges it out because it does the same thing. It's just cheaper, and you can use the characters in so many different ways. And it's characters you're not going to relic, as opposed to the Starkiller, where you're mostly going to have to relic them anyways, eventually at some point. So, I mean, you could say the same for BAM, it's just cheaper. So, yeah, a huge fan of the Starkiller bundle. Huge fan of the Starkiller bundle. That's great. Another one I'm a huge fan of is the Trio. The Trio bundle. I do love this bundle. I will probably put it here. I do love the Trio. I'm a huge lover of this. I know it's kind of a controversial one. People don't like the price of it. People think that it's maybe a little underwhelming with only 3 characters, but these 3 characters are so good. They're so good. And a lot of people leave them at Gear 12. This is your reason to relic them right here, right now. Relic them, $15 or $20. I don't even remember, but really, really great. They do what you need them to do at Kyber levels with Gear 12. You can leave them at Gear 12 till endgame and you will be fine, and this will be usable. But you're missing out on datacrons, you're missing out on survivability, and you can do so much with a relic Traya. She hits so hard, it's not even funny, especially with the Omicrons. Relics obviously improve their utility all around the game. Instead of just being in Grand Arena with the Omicron, slapping it on there and just having it be a Grand Arena team, you can slap it on and it can be a really, really fun team. Traya is one of my favorite teams in the game. Starkiller is probably the most fun team I have. Like, Starkiller's my favorite team to play because it's so fun and I always dominate and it's just great. And they can punch up against Rey and all that kind of stuff, right? Traya is on the same level as Starkiller, where it's like they just punch up against so much and it's such a fun team. I'm a huge fan. Next up, we got the Naked Tuskens here. Now, the Naked Tuskens is kind of a new thing to the channel, so if me saying Naked Tuskens is confusing, let me explain. Naked Tuskens can... Why... the reason I have it cropped in like this, by the way, is so you guys can't see the ads, but now you're seeing men's ass right below me, so I apologize. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, oiled up Tuskens. These guys are able to walk right through Crex teams. Today I'm recording this, we had a Crex team and I had Tuskens from the Lightspeed Bundle. No mods, no abilities upgraded outside what they give you in the Lightspeed Bundle. Completely naked Tuskens. And I killed a complete Phoenix team with Crex in like 30 seconds. It was done, no problem. Didn't lose any characters. Easy. So, it has its niche uses. There are also requirements. I initially was not a fan of this until I tried the oiled up Tuskens against Crex. And the naked Tuskens against Crex really changed my mind on this bundle. So, everyone take your Crexes off of defense if you got Tuskens, because these guys are going to walk through it like cake, all right? So just purely because of that, I'm going to put it in C tier. Otherwise, I would have put it in D tier with Cat. I feel like the C tiers are really kind of over full, but I don't know. Maybe let's try and fill up the B tier again. I'm gonna put Jedi Knight Revan in here. Let's try and fill up the B tier a little bit more. How about that? Something like that. I can vibe with that. We're gonna fill up the B tier a little bit more. Yeah, the Tuskens are a fun team to go up against in Crex. They've got a fun kit. It's just nobody really goes out of their way to relic them, which is kind of what the point of Lightspeed Bundle is it's a catch-up mechanic. No one really goes out of their way to relic up Tuskens. No one really cares about Tuskens. And it's a home for Scion of Django. I mean, there isn't really a home for him, but I mean, if you need to use him somewhere, I mean, I guess you can use it here. I'd rather use all Tuskens and get the Omicron on the Tusken Raider and then just make it a really annoying GAC defense, especially on my back wall. But it's fine. It's fine. Wat Tambor is our last Lightspeed Bundle that we have to rank. Again, if I've missed something, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure I got everything. Wat Tambor is basically the same tier as Kieti Mundi. I mean, less and less people are going for Wat and just going straight for Riva and just forcing people to farm him free to play. But there is a larger majority of people that are grinding Wat than people are for Kieti Mundi. So I think the Kieti Mundi is better because less people are going for him. So this is a better value bundle to get Kieti Mundi. But Relic Wat you don't really need, by the way. If you have Wat Tambor unlocked, all you really need is, I think, is Zeta, and take him to the highest gear you can without sinking in Cairo. And you really just need him to take a turn or two. And he does what he needs to do with his kit. He just passes shield tech onto someone or tank tech onto someone. And it really just supercharges them. Especially like Sith Eternal, or if you're trying to do like a solo thing, but your solo isn't strong enough, you can just bolster them with the Wat Tambor. I do that with my Kylo Ren all the time, my baby Kylo. I'll take baby Kylo, I put him with Wat Tambor. I let Wat Tambor put the shield tech on him, and then Kylo can kill Old Republic teams, like Ewok teams, stuff like that. Just low level stuff, but it really, he does help out a lot in a few different situations. And he helps out a Galactic Legend, which is kind of fun. So, overall, I could put Wat in C tier and be fine with it just because he's a more sought after character than Kieti Mundi, but that's also maybe why it would be a better bundle. So I think overall I'm happy with the list. It's really hurts to put the Jawas so low. I kind of want to put the Jawas higher, but I just can't justify it. I don't know. I mean, they're such a fun team, but like, you don't need them for anything. But there are requirements. But so Plo is a requirement. Qui-Gon's a requirements. I don't know. The E tier is a little tricky for me. But let me know what you guys think about my ranking in the comment section down below. Did I cook or am I cooked? Let me know. I think I did okay. I think Afra might be a little low. I think the Jawas, that hurts my soul because they're just so much fun. Obviously, Galactic Legend Rey bundle is S tier. And let me know if I'm missing anything else. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with more content just like this going forward. And I believe this, if I remember, this tier list should be in the description down below if you want to do this for yourself and post it in my Discord server. Discord is also in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see ya in the next video. Adios.